I actually went to uni for about 3 months and I hated that. 3 months in and they're like, all right, if you are still here on Monday, you got to pay. I'm like, yeah, no, time to go.
So I've got Casey from 4th Phase Electrics. Hi Casey, thank you for joining me.
How you going? Thank you, thanks for having me. I did my apprenticeship and then literally like the day I qualified is when I started this, and a bit of a roller coaster since then. Yeah, sort of had a bit of a rebirth, I guess you'd almost say, in 2022. And it was, the best time of my life. I'm probably 80% in the office now, and the other 20% is sort of doing site visit. We have a niche, which is power qualities. Yeah, not a lot of people do that in our industry. And
okay.
Yeah, and that gets us into some pretty cool places. You know, if you don't have a social media presence, you're probably going to get left behind in the next few years if you're not already. A few trust issues, a bit of a control freak kind of thing. When I'm on the tools, it's like ridiculous. Like I'm trying to work and I'm on the phone, or massive learning curve, and I learned so much.
So I've got Casey from 4th Phase Electrics. Hi Casey, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
Thank you. So first of all, what made you get into being an electrician?
Circumstance, I would say. When I was in year 12, I was going out with a girl and her brother was an electrical contractor.
Okay.
And I wanted to save some money for schoolies, so I was just working on the weekends and stuff for him, helping him out. He was fresh into his business, and I just really enjoyed it. I actually went to uni for about 3 months and I hated that.
What'd you do at uni?
I did, what did I do? Double degree of business and arts business. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I literally got like 3 months in and they're like, all right, if you are still here on Monday, you got to pay. I'm like, yeah, no, time to go. It's not for me.
Yeah.
And then I went crawling back to him and landed the apprenticeship. So yeah, got into it through that. My dad is actually a sparky by trade as well, and was self-employed, but he was sort of in like a very niche field. Like had never wired a house or a building kind of thing. He worked like in the rails and the mines.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of progressed from there. Really enjoyed my apprenticeship, and that was it.
Yeah,
That's how I got into it.
So you've been doing it ever since?
Ever since I did my apprenticeship, and then literally like the day I qualified is when I started this, and it's just been a bit of a roller coaster since then.
Yep. So you started your business like once you finished?
Yeah, literally like day dot.
Did you?
Got my ticket and went out. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have. I was very green still, but probably full of confidence and ego, and just made it work at the start. And here we are. So it's been going for we hit 11 years this year.
Wow.
And it's been good. It's been good to me. We sort of had a bit of a rebirth, I guess you'd almost say, in 2022. So
in what way?
Well, like I'd always just been sort of myself and one, maybe two guys kind of thing, and I would do everything. And then we got married. My wife and I got married sort of end of 2019.
Okay.
And then obviously COVID happened.
Yeah.
So we couldn't go on our honeymoon or anything like that.
No.
And then we got pregnant with our eldest daughter. And then, through all the lockdowns and everything, it sort of hit us pretty hard because we like going away and camping and travel and whatnot. And then, just sort of had a bit of an epiphany one day and we went around Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we did sort of half a lap.
How long for?
We did about 4.5 months in the end.
Oh, yeah.
So I had, when we left, I'd had one guy working for me qualified, and we just, amicably parted ways. And
so you just sort of stepped away
pretty
from the
much.
business
Basically, I just any jobs that come through, I just gave them to a few different subbies and stuff, and I just need a break. Just had a lot going on, like not being able to go away and a new baby and all that sort of stuff, and it was the best time of my life doing
really
that. It was unreal. So good. And it really helped me kind of reset. And
did it?
So that was we did that half lap in 2022. So end of 2022 came back and just kind of really put the foot down and business has grown a lot since then. So,
Has it?
yeah, it's good.
So,
Yeah.
so tell me about your business, sort of what you do, what you specialise in, a bit about your team structure now.
Team structure, yeah. So I'm the director. I'm probably 80% in the office now, and the other 20% is sort of doing site visits, and we work in some pretty sort of like manufacturing areas and stuff where you can't just kind of send anyone into. So I go and sort of measure up the jobs, quote them up, that kind of thing. Help run around, get stuff for the boys, and then I have my sort of right hand man, Brad. He's project manager. Depending on what we got going on at the time, he's probably 60% in the office, 40% on site. At the moment, like right now, he's probably a bit the other way, probably 60, 70% on site because we've just got a lot going on. And then we got, right now, we got another A grade and then 2 apprentices, and then we got another one starting January next year. We sort of had to, it's been a bit of an up and down year this calendar year work-wise, so we had to let a couple of guys go earlier in the year. We do all sorts of work. Predominantly we're doing commercial work, maintenance, construction kind of stuff. We have a niche which is power quality, so we do power factor correction, like active harmonic filters and that sort of stuff, which is pretty... not a lot of people do that in our industry. And and that gets us into some pretty cool places. Like
Does it? Yeah.
High-end manufacturing, like food, plastics. We've installed quite a lot of them. Pharmaceutical places. So that sort of gets us our foot in the door for the niche work, and then we obviously strive to show them what we can do and try and pick up other work while we're there, which is, it's worked pretty well so far. So we get referred by a company that sort of imports the equipment as their preferred installer. And we sort of lean on them and we help them, they help us, and it works really well.
So how do you, like from a marketing point of view and getting leads, first of all, how did you do that in the start of your business, and how are you doing that now? What marketing are you doing?
At the start, when it was just me, I was sort of on all the notice boards on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. Regret to say that I was on high pages for a little while, which
that's okay. I won't hold it against you. Everyone tries it.
I think that's right. My old boss did it as well, so that's sort of where I got onto it from. And I wouldn't recommend doing that, but sometimes you can get your foot in the door with certain people, but it is super competitive. And it's not really the type of client that you want to be attracting in that market. So just did that and worked very hard to keep our customers happy, and it just kind of built from there. Lent on family and friends to sort of help put out the word a bit that I was contracting and keen to have a good crack. So it's just all really word of mouth at the start. That's basically it. Just was all word of mouth. We obviously had a small social media kind of presence, not much back then. I did get a website made. I had got the cars sign written. And always had uniform and whatever. So just little things, I guess. And now, we have a bit on social media. Reasonable following on there. We actually get a bit of work through that.
Do you?
Yeah, mainly from other electricians. They sort of see the equipment that we've got and the team that we've got and what we can kind of do. So
for some of the more specialist kind of stuff?
Correct. So more specialist sort of stuff. And a lot of sort of one-man bands. Like I'm always keen to help people. Like I chat to a lot of guys on there. They'll ask questions like whether it's a technical question or how would you go about doing, this cable run or whatever, cable pull, I should say, anything like that. And it usually just kind of goes from there. You build up a bit of trust with them, and
I think that's a good way to be in business, right? Like rather than being like they're my competition.
Absolutely.
I think it means you can rely on people. Say if you're really busy and you need a hand, you can get people to come in.
That's right, and that's what it's done for me too. Like I know I've got a big network of people that I could call on if I got really stuck. Like I had 3 call outs over Cup weekend just gone. And
did you?
Just a guy that I'd spoken to a few times and we'd sort of helped him on a couple of jobs. It's like, man, is there any chance? And yeah, he went and did it, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, it worked really well. So yeah, socials.
What about Google or anything
Yeah, we've
like
got
that?
the Google business profile. So we got whenever we do resi work, I try and get people to do reviews, which you know, it can be a struggle, but we've got maybe 40 reviews, something like that, and they're all 5-star honest reviews. Great. And it actually works. I was saying to you before, where our office is in Montrose, we rank quite high on Google, like probably number 1, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just like organically, I guess. So
yep, it's free advertising.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Is, yeah.
And then I just think trying to do a good job. Try to do a good job, help people, and like as I was saying with the power quality stuff, that's sort of we're kind of jumping on the back of their marketing. They're quite a big company, so they have a fair marketing budget, and
nice.
You know, because of the support we give them and the jobs that we sort of complete for them, they're always happy to recommend us, which is good. So yeah, that's probably it at the moment. We've got someone working on just recently. We're doing a new website, and we're going to start doing some SEO stuff, but it's not. I don't know. It's not my thing. I pay someone to do that because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. It's probably more your expertise there.
So with the socials, we might sort of touch on that because you obviously mentioned you've been getting some really good engagement.
Yeah.
You post pretty frequently on your socials. Just sort of maybe talk about the importance of socials, because I know there's some trades businesses that are a little bit sort of like, oh, do I do it? You know, like there's a lot of people out there that I don't think do a very good job of it, to be honest. Like, you know, no disrespect to them, but they'll post once every 6 months, or they'll post way too much, where it's like, I don't care. It's too much. Like, get out of my feed. I'm obviously quite selective with what we post. Like, a lot of people are quite surprised that we do residential work. Like, as I was saying to you before, it's not our target, but when people call, we'll do it. Yeah.
But we don't post photos of like a couple of downlights or a PowerPoint, or it's just boring. Like, we just kind of post our niche stuff that we do, or sort of more specialised things, and it's different. Like, I would say probably 80% of my followers are fellow electricians, but for me, it showcases what we can do, and that, other spark, you say, oh, I can't do it, but I know someone that can. It's also a good tool for potential employees. So we've had quite a few people reach out to us and say, oh, are you hiring? Or I saw your socials, blah, blah, blah. I'll just send you a resume. And we've put on a couple of people through that. And this guy that's probably going to get a job at the end of January, that's all through that as well. So
would you say current client, like people that you're looking to work with as well, other businesses, they see you on socials and reach out?
Definitely. A lot of that is through other electricians or something like that. Like, they'll have seen it and then they'll send it to their client, and they'll reach out to us. We do a little bit of outreach, trying to get in with facilities managers and that sort of stuff, but not a heap. So it's mainly just what comes to us, and we definitely get a bit out of it. So it's good. I think if you don't have a social media presence, you're probably going to get left behind in the next few years if you're not already.
Definitely.
I also, there's certain ways to do it. We obviously get bombarded by marketing companies like, oh, we can do this.
That always happens once you're on socials.
And I get it, but like, I personally can pick if an electrician's not doing their own socials, because the posts are like just super generic and borderline corny. So I'm like, nah.
ChatGPT.
Honestly. ChatGPT, generic photo, or like a photo of something that I wouldn't personally post. Like, that looks actually a bit rough. I'm pretty selective with what we put up.
So you do all the posting?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do all the posting. Yep.
Yeah.
We did get a couple of videos made by a media company and did a great job. But that's sort of like an overall end of year recap kind of thing. Like, you just, you stitch together 12 months worth of work. And
just like some highlights.
Highlights, that sort of stuff. But yeah, pretty much 95% of the posts are by me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any admin support? Do you have anyone that?
Yeah. So we have bookkeeper, accountant, and my wife does a little bit at the moment. So she sort of helps deal with all the like apprentice claims schemes and crap like
all
that.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all the paperwork.
There's a lot of paperwork for that sort of thing.
Frustrating, but yeah. And then I do a fair bit still. But yeah, we are looking. I'm sort of I'm taking note of everything that I do every day that can be delegated, and I'm writing that into basically a job description.
Yeah, awesome.
And the idea is to get Shelby, my wife, right across that, and then we can both train someone else.
Yeah.
That's that's probably the goal for the next 12 months, is to have a full-time admin kind of office manager position there. Good to go. So yeah, because I feel like I kind of get sucked into the business too much rather than kind of working on it to help grow it and that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's one of the goals for the next 12 months.
Yep.
Yeah.
Growth wise, like what's your plans for growth wise?
Look, yeah, I think that we will probably try to look at having another probably 3 or 4 guys or girls, tradies in the next 12 months to 2 years. I think I'd be pretty happy with about 10 on like field staff.
10, yep.
That's probably about our number. Like, you know, I've noticed a difference between having 1 and 2 and sort of the 6, 7 that we've been floating around. Just the amount of work that we get through. It's it's a lot. Like we get a lot of work done, and trying to keep the continuity of work is always a challenge. Particularly at the moment this year, I think a lot of people have been really struggling to keep work coming in the door.
Yeah.
And we've definitely been one of them. We've had quite a lot of quiet patches. It's been very up and down.
Has it?
Yeah, like we'd be flat out, like crazy busy, and then we don't have much on for the next 2 weeks.
Why do you think that is? Like,
I think I'm probably a lot to blame for that. Like I get bogged down in being very busy, and then I don't try and keep reaching out and touching base with, you know, prospective clients or chasing things up that need to be done to drum up the work.
Yeah.
I do also think it's a bit quiet out there in general in the whole construction industry. I think is pretty quiet. So I'd pretty much say I'm to blame. Yeah.
I think having stuff in the pipeline and cash flow and consistent work, you know, that's always, every business struggles with that at certain times. Yeah.
And I think because we're sort of on that cusp of, you know, we're probably too big to be a small business, but we're still too small to be a big business, is, you know, finding the continuity of the right project size. So we might, you know, we'll do projects that go for a few months.
Yeah.
And you'll be really busy because you're still doing the small stuff then. But when that one finishes, when you've got 6 or 7 guys, small jobs, like we'll do like 10 in a day easily.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's trying to like get the ebb and flow of bigger jobs overlapping properly, which is very hard for us to control.
Is it?
There's so many external factors that influence that are out of our control.
I suppose you're relying on, in a lot of cases, other businesses too, you know, when they can get you to come in and...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. People have their own, you know, deadlines and agendas, and which is fair enough, and we just got to, you know, marry it all up. And sometimes it works really well. Like last calendar year was amazing for that. We went from big job to big job to big job, and it flowed perfectly. Like I couldn't really have asked for a better year.
Yeah.
And then this year we've sort of, wouldn't say we've had the opposite, but it's definitely nowhere near as good in terms of job continuity as last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
how does it go with, obviously you've got a decent sized team, you know, how do you go with the people side of things? You know, shifting from being your own, just being by yourself to, you know, you put on a decent amount of team members.
Yeah. That's probably one of my biggest struggles, I would say.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I love all my guys. All of them are great. A lot of strengths. Obviously, everyone has their weaknesses, that kind of stuff. But there's just sort of always something, like some other thing you got to manage, or like, you know, last night, for instance, I was getting a text 8:30. I can't do my timesheet. I'm like, why? And he's lost his PIN code to get into Xero. I'm like, far out. It's just another thing. Like, I just want to watch Netflix.
Netflix and chill. Like, you just want to have some.
So yeah, it's that's definitely been a learning curve for me. And everyone has different personalities and, you know, different opinions on things and how things should be done. So you know, we kind of need to focus on this. This is our standard. This is how we want it done, and as long as it meets or exceeds that, it's fine. But trying to get, you know, that guy to explain to that guy, and then he's like, oh, but Casey does it this way, or Brad does it that way, and there's always sort of not a clash, but there's just always, you know, everyone's got different ways of doing things. Yeah. And because we do such a variety of work, it's very hard for us to have like a standard operating procedure of everything. Yeah. So
it's really sort of training.
Just getting the consistency of these types of jobs and the consistency of these types of jobs and just really honing it in. The way we kind of combat that is there's 3 sort of A grades, each have a bit of a specialty. Like one of them's very good at like commercial office fit outs, one's very good at like residential work, so we try and get them to do that with apprentices, and then we'll get him to do that with apprentices or the other tradies, and just sort of have like the site manager, the leader is more specialised in that type of area. So, like our power factor correction, I'm always in that because that's what
that's
like
your
doing.
area.
That's my area. So I'm always on site for those jobs. So that's kind of how we combat that, I guess.
Just talking about like training and conferences and those sort of things, because I know you'd mentioned to me that you're heading away to like a conference. So is that something that you try to prioritize, is, you know, like being involved in those sort of things and training?
Definitely something I've been prioritizing the last couple of years. So always sort of take advantage of going to like kind of networking things. It's really good meeting other tradies, and typically they're the business owners that go on those. So
are the Sparkies, are they generally? Or
pretty much. All the ones I've gone to have been pretty much electricians only.
Okay.
That's worked really well in my favor. Like, I've got quite a good network now of guys that similar size or bigger businesses than myself that have been there, done that kind of thing. Like whether it's setting up a new job management software, or, you know, a staff had a work cover claim, like, oh, how do you navigate that? Or, you know, just things, just someone's always done it. So trying to build your network through things like this and giving them something as well, like, we can do this. You know, it works both ways. But yeah, we've got one coming up. We're doing the Club Clipsal one on Hamilton Island next year. So,
it's always really nice when it's at a good location as well.
Absolutely, So Shelby's coming, our kids are coming too, which will be good.
It's lovely.
They organise like a kids club thing and everything, so
that's great.
Looking forward to that. Escape the Melbourne winter, which will be nice.
Yeah, perfect. I know you mentioned that Mark Bouris is one of the speakers there, which
he's sort of the keynote speaker, which we were saying before, I'm a pretty big fan of his podcast and like listening to what he's got to say. So I'm really looking forward to hearing him talk and hopefully meeting him. And be good.
I think it's important as a business owner to be always learning and hearing new things and, you know, evolving. I think some people sort of get stuck in their ways.
100%. I'd be guilty of that myself. I think I was pretty. I'm just going to do it my way and not really reach out sort of the first 5, 6, 7 years.
Really?
Kind of just, I'd say that's probably why we didn't really grow too far, just because I would just try to take everything on myself. And
did you? Not delegate stuff?
Right. Not going to delegate it. Just I'm going to be here, I'm going to do it. We'll do it together, as opposed to like, all right, you take control of that or whatever else, you know. Probably a few trust issues, bit of a control freak kind of thing. But
I think every business owner is a control freak in some sort of way. So it's about 100%. Letting that go and
100%. The guy, he's my mate. The guy I did my apprenticeship for was very much like that too.
Oh, really?
He would send us to jobs, but we get like 15 calls a day, like, how you going with that? How you going with that? So
I reckon that affects the way that you then start your business too. If you had that, if
probably
that's your experience.
That's what I'm just used to. So I'm very much the opposite of that now. I just let them do it. If you've got an issue, give me a call, but you've got a limit of how many times you can call me. Work it out, give me a solution, and then call me to confirm. Sweet.
Yep, that's the way to go.
Try to make them adhere to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it's been good to trade. I still love doing it.
Do you? Yeah.
I like getting on the tools a lot more than I do in the office, that's for sure.
Do you? Yeah. Do you know, it's quite funny. A lot of business owners I speak to, they say they'd prefer to be on the tools. But I think, when you get to a certain level, you can't manage it.
When I'm on the tools, it's like ridiculous. Like I'm trying to work and I'm on the phone, or like we're getting so far backwards in the office from not getting invoices and quotes out, scheduling, like all the stuff that just we have to do every day.
Yeah.
I then, like if I'm on the tools all day and say I'm on the machine or something, like the amount of work I have to do between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. is just ridiculous. So it's definitely a backwards step when I'm on the tools.
Yeah.
How do you manage? The boys probably hate it too.
How do you manage your time? Because I know, calls and, do you have a structure as far as your day, or do you want to have a structure? Like,
I do want to have a structure for sure. It's something that, as part of that kind of like outline of what I do each day, I'm trying to assign times to do things, but it's quite hard because one phone call can just throw a spanner in the works, because we obviously, like, we do emergency works. Like I could have all the best intentions to do,
and then the phone just rings
and the phone goes. I'm like, well, I got to go. So because often I'm doing the call out work because the boys are on sites, on jobs already. So I'm like, all right, well, to keep you happy, I'll go do it, and get it done that way. But if I am serious about having a very productive time in the office, I would do it at like 4 o'clock in the morning, because I don't get phone calls, and I'm the type that I wake up at 4 in the morning pretty much every day anyway, and I can just go straight to work. But come 8 p.m. at night, I'm like a zombie. So I'm much more productive in the morning, like 4 till 7 a.m. I can get a lot done. Obviously I try not to do that because it makes the day pretty long, but when I need to, I do that. Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm in the office every morning by 7. I just take it as it comes, kind of thing. Like, I have to-do lists on our job management software, Tradify. So each night before I leave the office, I'm like, right, this is sort of top priority. Do that to-do list, and then after that's done, then
it's good.
Quotes, invoices, whatever, schedules. Just do whatever we got to do.
Yeah, Tradify's good. I've got some clients that are on that. I think it's important to have some sort of software, job management. You need something.
I couldn't have it without it. There's no way. Like, my old boss, when I was an apprentice, we just had paper job sheets, which, you're talking 2010, 2000 to 2013, 2014. And basically, once I went out, I had a diary for the first year. I'm like, this is just silly.
I know some people that still have diaries,
me too, So then I went to service mate, and we were on service mate for a long time. But because we kind of do more project-based work,
it's not service
jobs. It was a bit clunky for that. So we only swapped to Tradify this year. So I'm still kind of I'm not 100% sold yet, but it is better than service mate for what we do. But it's one of those things, you only get out what you put into it, and I definitely need to put more into it,
and more repetition too. I think at first, using any kind of software system is a bit like,
and I'm not like a tech savvy person either. I hate it.
Do you?
My wife will laugh. She I get a problem with my emails, I'm cracking it. I get her to come, like, my email's not working again, sort it out. Like, I just and so does Brad, my right hand. We're both the same like that. We're like, this an email. Like, come sort it out. It's one of those things.
Just to finish off, a memorable job. It can either be good, bad, maybe shit went wrong, like or a nice client.
Memorable job is probably a big one we did last year. We did a huge switchboard upgrade for a food manufacturing plant in rural Victoria.
Okay.
So in late 2022, I think it was, we went up there and we did a power factor job for them.
Okay.
And like they employ probably 10, 15 electricians, but they do all their maintenance and keep the production line running because they're 24/6, so 24 hours, 6 days a week.
Oh, okay,
So they're pretty full on business. And they were really happy with the job that we did there. And then they approached us maybe 6 months later and said, would you be interested in sort of looking at potentially upgrading our power? I was like,
yeah, definitely, yeah.
We'll look into that one for you.
Yeah.
And we sort of did the whole design with them, the application paperwork processes. Like I was dealing with all their engineers and their head of maintenance, head electrician, all that sort of stuff to kind of do the design. And then we did a rough mock-up of the switchboard that they needed and wanted and took that to a few different switchboard builders and then helped procure that. And
how long was that process like? How long did...
From start of conversation to handover?
Yeah.
We started the conversation with them in probably May 23 and we finished practical completion of the job was end of September last year. So it was about 14, 15 months, something like that, from sort of initial conversations to getting it done.
Wow.
And that was pretty quick. Like we were going pretty hard to do that. Yeah, they had a pretty serious deadline, so they put in a whole new production line and they didn't have enough power to do it. So that was a pretty cool. Massive job. It was, sparky talky, but that was 6,500 amps spread across 2 different transformers, and the switchboard was like 10 meters long and weighed about 12 tons. Like it was huge. So I learned a lot on that job. Also from like a business perspective, because, we had pretty serious contracts, we had bank guarantees, like all this sort of stuff. And like I'd worked off retention before, but I didn't even know what a bank guarantee was when they first started talking to me about it. So I had to learn pretty quick.
That's good. It makes it easier for the next one. When you get
hugely, a massive learning curve, and I learned so much. Not necessarily electrically, but just about the whole process of contract negotiation and like bank guarantees and dealing with so many vendors, because I project managed the whole thing, like the construction of the switch room, everything. Like it all went through us. We did the whole lot. So it was that was a cool job. And I try to say to my apprentices, I was like, sort of make the most of this, because this is not a common. I've been doing this for 15 years, and I've done anything close to this.
Really,
like as being self-employed or anything. Like it's a pretty serious job. So
hopefully now you've done it, it's like you get some more.
Oh, it looks awesome on the resume.
Get some more of those.
Yeah. Like we got really good reviews from the company, and they're on our website and everything. They would gladly refer us. We've done more work for them since, like still quite big stuff.
It's awesome.
And it looks really good on capability statements and all that kind of stuff. And you can, like, hand on your heart say, I've done that, like we can do it. So, it's good. Yeah, so that's my most memorable job for sure.
Yeah, nice. That's a good one. Well,
thanks
for coming on for a chat.
Oh, no worries. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
thanks very
cool.
much. All right, thanks, Mel.